Um, Hello guys. Welcome to another edition of see I don't even have a name for my show or for my podcast or however I want to put them. I don't even have a name right. No, I have a name or I have names or I have options, but I haven't actually picked one. But it's coming very soon. But welcome to another edition of of easy to do podcast. I mean, easy to do video. Well, yeah. So welcome, guys. I just want to say, first of all, let me say thank you for everything, like the reception I got for on the last two videos I put out there. I got the comments, I got the reviews, I got the messages and everything. And I'm grateful. It's encouraging, right? And it's really pushing me to actually do this. It's really pushing me. Yeah. So I'm grateful to all that send messages, private messages, DMs, and everything. Yeah, I appreciate it. And I'll keep doing this. Like I said, I'm ready. I'm in for it. It's just like I said, it's like an assignment, and I have to do it. Not for myself, not for, like I said, always for the younger generation, always for those guys coming behind, and yeah, so they don't, you understand, right? But today I want to talk about a topic, right? Yeah, I know the last two videos has been on advising plan B and everything. Yeah. So moving forward, right? Moving forward actually is now. I know you all, the younger generations, they're really into football. They're really into this. They love it. They want to take it up as a profession, as a career. They want to do it. Yeah, of course, I support you 100%, like I said. So I will just have to be giving you guys advice and whatever you need and support and everything. But still, do not forget the plan B it's very important. Well, yeah. But today I'm going to talk about football and discipline. Yeah, football and discipline. For me, I would say no discipline, no football, or no football, no discipline. Right? Just like every other profession, right, and every other thing you want to choose as a career, you have to be disciplined. Same thing applies to football also. Trust me. I know. Make we no think say football na just no be to just come make we just play and no, no be so e be o. There's a whole lot attached to being a professional footballer, right? There's a whole lot. Trust me. And when I talk about discipline, it's for me it's two ways, right? It's internally and externally. For me, my own point of view, right? My own point of view. But at the end of the day, you have to be, if you want to be, not even football, any kind of sport, just in fact, in life, you have to be disciplined. As a younger player, right? Or as a young player, and you want to play football, like it's long term. It's a career, it's a profession. You're serious about it. You want to go into this. As you consider this, add discipline to anything you're doing that has to do with football. Because trust me, if you're not disciplined, talent is not enough. Trust me, talent is not enough. You might be the best player among your peers, like in your team, your academy or whatever. You might be good. You might be. If you take teeth score go save, yeah. But if you're not disciplined, you might not go far. Yeah, you might not. I'm not, and this is not. I'm not trying to, but you might not go far, or you might not even cross boundaries. Yeah, in football. Yeah, and like I said, it's two ways for me. It's internally and then external discipline. So let me let me first of all go with the external part of being, like, if you have to be disciplined externally, right? It has to do with you going to training. Like if training is 3 o'clock, like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. or 4:30 or whatever time, you have to be there before that time, right? You have to be there before that time. You have to be not be say training at 4 o'clock. 4:30. Now you just dey stroll and you dey stroll you dey waka. That's one. I know footballers are late coming. Nah, that one a normal thing. Footballers are they always. I mean, some do come early, but some people just I think it and then they turn it to be a habit, right? They just want to come late because maybe na so star player they come. Make we come late. Nothing this. I don't be ball won't go play. If we come early or we come late, you know mean. But trust me, this is how you develop yourself, and this is how when you start playing professionally, it goes to that level. It gets to that level. Because one thing about discipline is how you start. If you start now from the scratch, like from how you know the level you are now, you the younger ones, you know how you play now. If you start to discipline yourself now, it will definitely take you all the way to the top. Because discipline is not something you just wake up one day and you don't do discipline. Nah, lie. Trust me, it doesn't work that way. You have to build it. Like you really have to. You have to build yourself that way. You have to program yourself that way. Like force yourself to be. And it has to be right from childhood, right from when you're growing up, right from when you've said, okay, I want to take this as a profession, I want to take this serious. You have to start from the moment you decide to take football as a career and as a profession in your life. That is when you start to discipline yourself about the whole thing. Trust me. Yeah. So like I said, the time where if a coach says to you, you have to come, our training starts 4 o'clock, you don't show up 4:30. You don't show up like past 5 or come on. Trust me, some coaches those years, they don't burn you well. You come late. If you say you come late, you go na laps now. You go first, and I mean, there are some coaches that really do enforce this whole punishment thing about, and it's not because they're just trying to do that, but it's just because they're trying to discipline you on time, right? On time. So that's one of the things about being disciplined as a young player. Like you don't just take it for. It's just football. We're just going there to play or to have fun. I mean, well, if you're going to have fun, if you're playing to have fun, or if you're playing as a hobby, that's different. Fine, you can go anytime and whatever. But if you say this is your career, this is what you chose in life to do, and you're serious about it, then you have to discipline yourself. Yeah. So things like that, and then how you conduct yourself in training. All these things, these are little things, right? We might say, yeah, but it matters. It matters. Like it goes a long way. Like how you conduct yourself in training, how you behave, how you respond to your teammates, how you interact with your teammates, your coaches, and one thing is that no matter what you do, right, do not disrespect your coach, no matter what, because those coaches, they are like our second parents, right? They are second parents because growing up, aside our parents that we spend time with, we spend hours with, I think the second people we spend time with again are coaches. For we grew up, we play ball, we grew up, we understand. Now our coachee, now those ones be the second people we spend time with. So they are like our second parent. So if we respect our parents, we ought to like do the same too for the coaches, right? Because they go through all these whole things and everything to how much they're not getting paid. It's not like there's nothing there for them. Trust me, not until you become somebody and then you actually remember them. Because some players, but then that's when it becomes. But at that time, they sacrificing their time. The only thing we wanna go say they pay weekly due. Finish weekly due, how much be weekly due and everything. That one don't reach anything, right? So they sacrifice their time, even the knowledge of the game and everything. They try to impact all these things in us, and then so you players should know how to. Younger players should actually respect their coaches. Like because those guys they are teachers also. The same way you go to school and you respect your teachers, the same way you are home, you respect your parents and everything. You have to respect your coach also. It's important. It's very important you respect your coach. And like I said, how you comport yourself in training, how you interact with your teammates and everybody. That's part of discipline. That's part of discipline. I don't know if players today, young players still they follow coach, they argue or they shout for coach or they insult coach. It's bad. Trust me, it's very bad. For if you have to stand up to your coach and be rude to your coach, it's very bad. And you might see it like, now not be a coachy. I just before you go know, right? That thing where they do for that place, that level where you go carry and go another place, and from there also you go carry and go another place, and from there also now so you go carry and grow till when you can't finally God can't say okay you go play professional, you can't reach that level also, you go do the same thing too to those ones that we did there. You understand? Because you dey do them when you never get money, you dey do them for this one. When you can't get money now, you go nobody go fee. You understand? So it's just So all these things are discipline. It's part of the game. You have to, right? It's part of the game. It's part of the game. And then also another thing is how you dress to training also, right? It's also part of discipline also. I remember one coach, right? You get one coach we the play under that time, right? Our assistant coach, Ashman. Most of the people with the Kiri go know Ashman. See, I know I never ever why the play ball reach everywhere. The only person where I know say the ginger say if you no neat na problem na Ashman. Those wey know Ashman, they know Ashman. If you no neat, you get problem with Ashman. No. And you, back then, right? I did surprised. You know why? Because first off, I look Ashman, but he's neat though. Ashman is neat. Anything when we even if you know rhyme or the color blah blah or having dress but Ashman is a neat person. Trust me. And he brings that also to the players. You don't feel dirty come training, you no go take him. You go wipe out, you go flog yourself. And the way Ashman they speak your own English, if you know Ashman, if you don't need, if you dirty come training, Ashman go tell, he go for ram, he go look, he say, why you go dey like this come train? Why you go dirty? Say even if na your papa na your pass, you know still warrant you make you dirty come training. That's Ashman for you. You get how they take put on, right? Those days, people will know Ashman. Those days, Ashman, you go and in the very night they do anything. Ashman, if you dirty come training, let me give you an example. If you dirty come training, he won't say anything. He won't say anything, but you came already. He saw you. He already knows you. Like he'll just be quiet. He'll just be doing different, like something else. So head coach will be giving instruction and everything. Ashman will just be strolling around, showing around, and then he comes to you and he holds you down. And and he just say, tell me why you no wash your hose, why you no wash your jersey, why you dirty like this come training. And he go say, come follow me. Say today you will tell me if it's your father that pour pass in the whole of Kirikiri. It used to be. I mean, it wasn't funny back then because but then I always look at him like, why is this man always keen on being neat and like. Now football will come play, we go dirty. We don't need to even if we dirty come, no still matter. I will not be dirty one dirty and everything. But it's part of the whole. It's part of the whole thing, right? It's also part of the whole thing. And then so these are external discipline, right? And what else do I need to add before I go into the internal part of discipline yourself, right? Okay, so I can't remember anything, but the ones I've highlighted, right? These are the things I know that as a player, right? You have to, these things like being early, being punctual, it's very important. Very important. Do not say it's football. Do not say would they come play, no. And secondly, you don't know who they even look you for field safe. That one, this is another point. You don't know who they look, you don't know who they check, you say, this boy, you don't know. So whatever it is you do, you have to be punctual, right? Be punctual. Secondly, how you interact with your teammates, how you behave to your coach. Like I said, coaches, they are like our second parents. Coaches, like, they are like our teachers. They deserve the respect also. You cannot be rude to your, I always say, you cannot be rude to your coach. There's no exception to that. You cannot, right? Another thing is that you also have to, in your mind and in your head also, you have to discipline yourself. Because discipline comes from, it comes from the mind. It comes from here. If you tell yourself, I need to be this, I need to do this, I need to discipline myself, that's it. From here it goes all the way down, and that's how you discipline yourself. It builds you. Even if you're not going to play football in the future, even if you go somewhere else, you will also take that to wherever it is you're going to, or wherever you're going to in life. It's part of the whole life cycle. You have to be disciplined, right? You have to. And then the internal part of discipline, the internal part is, now, footballers, we know, say we like life, we like all those kind of things, right? I don't want younger players to get exposed to certain things at an early age, because trust me, it's going to affect you in the future. It's going to affect your career. It's going to affect you as a person and everything. So I pray that the young players, the younger ones coming up, the younger generation, they don't get exposed to certain things, right? And this has to do with like the internal discipline. What you eat, drink, right? You go out. If you be person be say they like party, all these things, they like to drink alcohol and football. You need to connect to alcohol and football. You know, if you know drinking, you know how it take, you know, the hangover and everything. It takes time before you go get yourself to normal and everything. You can't go there, it go affect you, right? So all these things are internal discipline. Like, you discipline your body, like inside you, what you eat, what you drink, places you go to, parties. You will definitely party once in a while, but do not get carried away and do not get exposed to these things too much at that time. You never even start. Make I not even say you just started. You never start. You just a scratch surface, because there's so, like, it's a whole lot. There's so many things. You understand? So many things. Trust me. So many. Like I say, football is not just football. Is more than what back then. At one point it was a hobby, right? We play for fun, and then we realized that football can actually be a career. It can actually be a profession. Back then, people don't make that Pekin play football. They don't make that Pekin, they go feed. They beat us to go. Now they even they beg Pekin to go play ball, because they don't see how it be. And aside the whole money thing involved in football, aside money and everything, football is actually like, footballers are role models. Footballers are mentors. People look up to footballers. You understand? And then, like I said, it boils down to this whole thing of being disciplined, right? These ones that we look up to as role models, if they're not disciplined, we won't look up to them, because they won't be where they are today, right? And we look up to the ones that are good, the ones that they live a certain kind of life, they have a certain kind of lifestyle and everything. That's why they are role models. That's why we look up to them, right? Because they discipline themselves right from. And if you check the history of players and check people and see, any player we know the discipline. Any player we say, they like party, they like to drink, they like to do this one. Check their span, check their footballing career span. Let's say the circle of a footballer, right? Your football circle, right? Your career, it's definitely between 8 to 10 years. Let's just, for example, between 8 to 10 years, right? If you discipline, right? And then, if you discipline and you actually playing professional at that point, and if you discipline, you would actually see through these years. Between 8 to 10, you will see it. If there's no injury, if there's no any issue with anything, if you discipline, you see it. But if you're not disciplined, right, you won't be able to. Trust me. If you have between 8 to 10 years as your normal footballing career to last, to expand for, you might just, if you're lucky, you might get 5 successful years. And let me add that one. 5 successful years, right? Yeah. So, like I said, I'm just saying this because it's just like road to become a professional football player. It's like the road. This is the road. This is the map. This is like, it's a blueprint. It's a blueprint. Like, being disciplined is like one of one of the first steps you take to achieving that dream of yours, being disciplined. You have to, because it's part of the game. There's no way like I said, talent is not enough. You sabi play or you sabi use your teeth score. No worry, they go find. No matter, even if you know the discipline, even if you do, as long as you say play. Some people feel no feel work with you. Some coaches go say, this one is not discipline. I don't want him. This one is too troublesome. If I too much, this one is too coach, all these whole things. You understand? So yeah. So these are just the points I want to make on today's episode, on today's video about this whole my let me call it my movement or my podcast or my show. Like I said, it's all about the younger generation. It's all about the younger players. I'm here. It's an assignment for me. I always want to give them what they need to move forward, what they need in life concerning football. I always, from my own little knowledge, from the little one I know, I'm trying to bring it on to these people, and I hope, right? I just hope they would get to see this, or they would get to hear this, or even if, those that are watching can relate it to them. You can share, you can make them watch this thing. You can, however it is. I wish I have a network, right, that can send these videos to these guys when they're training. Just play, like, let them know these things, like, and these things and football, they work side by side. Trust me. You just put it side by side. You playing this, you need to know this, you need to know this. They need to have this information, because we didn't really have this info. To be honest, we didn't really have it, to be honest. So I've just taken it upon myself to always bring this. So yeah, so this is for this one, this particular video is all about discipline for me, and it's also for these guys. So thank you guys. Thanks always. I appreciate the love. I appreciate everything. Trust me, I appreciate. And I would always try my best to put these videos out there and make these guys know these things, because it's important for them. It's very, very important. Football, like I said, talent is not enough. I sabi play. No be only that one go carry you go where you need to go. I sabi play alone. No. Plenty things where you need to know. And trust me, like I said, I have a whole lot of topics. Plenty informations. And this show, like I said, this show is all about information, and it's also edutainment also, because it also educates you, like the younger ones, the younger generation, are also entertainment also. Trust me. And those other topics of entertainment and all of it, it's all coming. Yeah, it's all coming. So yeah, thank you guys. Hopefully I'll see you soon, definitely, for the next video. And let me not tell you what the next topic is gonna be. Just wait for it. It's coming, right? Yeah. Thanks. Have a good day. Stay blessed. One love.